the X3. They just came out with X4, so I don't know if they were.
Oh,
Shit!
there he is.
The fuck is this guy? The X3. They just came out with X4, so I don't know if they were.
Oh,
Shit!
there he is.
The fuck is this guy?
Nice.
Yeah. So I got this is the the X3, but it's got like a bigger screen on the front. Um,
Yeah.
but dude, it's totally worth it, man. Like just to walk, like you can just hold it on one of the poles and walk around with it. And damn, you got some sun, didn't you, homie?
Yeah, man.
Jesus Christ! Oh,
I
there's
can't
and he's
believe you're
gone.
covering up that luscious mane.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. We were like,
This luscious man ain't doing so hot.
oh, it's still, let's see, it still looks good, doesn't it? Look at this guy,
Yeah.
just showing off how long it
The
is. God
screen
damn,
just went black.
your hair
Oh,
that long
there.
on top?
Yep.
Oh, yours did.
Yeah, that's all that
I
matters.
can see. Yeah, so yeah. Oh, wearing the Kahuna Tuna shirt, huh? Nice.
What we got here? Grid speaker. I'm learning.
No, go ahead. We'll wait for you, Grandpa. You got it. There we go. Yeah, that's in there. Oh no, and it's gone again.
Okay.
Like, where are you on your phone?
Yeah.
There we go. So did you just get back from boating?
No. Drinking.
You just what? Where did you go to drink? You just like here. I just got back from drinking. What downstairs?
Oh.
Like you came from downstairs?
Last night I went to the Zach Brown Kenny Chesney
that's
concert, which was a lot of fun. And
Oh shit!
then didn't get home and in bed until like 2 o'clock, and then I got up at like 9, and I've been drinking mimosas and Baileys and coffee ever since. Getting ready to play by the pool here. Wait for this.
I'm gonna change our usernames too. So we got. I don't know what my username was. I think I'm the nice one. You're the behemoth. We'll put him as the alcoholic. So that should be.
I started with this every morning.
What is that?
You're not allowed to have it. You gave up your right.
You're right.
I haven't. Oh, he's on to someone else. Yeah.
What?
Right.
Oh yes, yeah, I did indeed.
Heard in your card.
Here we go. This is titties.
Let me show you that. Hold on, McLanahan, you'll like this. Not used much, Andrew, but
Oh no, I think. Oh, I thought we
right,
was gonna go take his shirt off again.
You can take a
The
shot.
FaceTime earlier was just no shirt on, just to show.
you see this lion
There
share?
we go. What is?
Yeah,
Oh, bourbon.
yeah.
Gotcha.
My buddy had a heart attack and had to he had to quit drinking. He was like, or he had to quit drinking bourbon. He can only drink red wine. And uh, he's like, so I've got to give away all my stock, and he had tons. I didn't know what this was, and it's from Burning Chair. This is bottle number 1 from 2019, and they didn't sell it. I forget how he got it, but yeah,
Shit. I think McLanahan's dick just hit the table. I think he's got a heart on.
but it's
He heard
like it was
number one. I was like, bourbon?
the first
Right.
bottle they made. I don't know, but it was good, but I haven't had any today. I'm
Just like my neighbor Sip.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't say his name on here. But again, nobody's gonna watch this shit. But I love when people tell me like, oh, I don't drink either. When they find out I don't drink, and they're like, I don't drink. I'm like, oh, and they're like, yeah. But then they'll tell me a story, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I was on the cruise and had a margarita. That's the only time I do drink, and I'm like, well, okay. But he was like, he goes, I don't drink. He goes, but I collect bourbons, and I was like, you collect something you can't. That'd be like me collecting cigars and never smoking them, which is definitely not going to fucking happen. I'm like, what the? But he's like, I collect bourbons, like special ones. So I have to tell him about that shit. But then, of course, the other day he's like, yeah, I collect them, and he like let it slip up. He's like, yeah, we got this fancy one. I'm gonna ship it off to my buddy. He's like, I had a little sip of it. Man, that shit was so good. And I was like, I'm like, yeah, you don't drink? He goes, oh yeah. Well, I just had a couple sips, and then I had like some later that night. I was like, oh, so it went from I had a sip to like. And I was like, okay, gotcha. It's like, is there a reason why your nickname is Sip? Like a sip?
My brother Aaron brought me. I was like, hey man, he's in Kentucky. I was like, hey, how close are you to like a Kentucky state store? He's like, oh, right across the river. I can get there in 5 minutes. It's like, cool. Why don't you get me a bottle of Buffalo Trace? He's like, oh yeah, I've got one. I'll bring it to you. He's like, I had a little bit of it just to try it. and I'll bring you the rest of the bottle,
Oh, so
dude. Yeah.
it's
So he brings it to me. He goes, "Here you go." There was that much, like an eighth of the bottle left. He's like, "Yeah, I just tried it. I didn't really like it." And everyone looked like, "How? You know what it means to try something? And, like you left enough for
Yeah,
me to
yeah.
try."
It's
Right.
a different mentality for sure. I saw Sarah when we were at a friend's baby shower or what, gender reveal thing, and like they had like champagne and shit. So like they had like she went and got a glass of I guess white wine, like
Yeah.
those little shitty plastic cups, like the clear ones.
yeah.
There's so they don't hold much anyway. So she has it. She's helping me shoot photos, and I see her and she like drinks some of it, and then I see her put it down, and then like we go upstairs, we're shooting. So I was like, "Do you leave your wine?" She goes, "Oh yeah, I'm done with it. I'm just gonna throw it away." And I was like, "You, so you had like this much, and you only drink like this much, and then you're done?" And she was like, I mean, it tastes pretty good." But and I was like, "My brain doesn't function that way. My brain would have a sip, and it would be like all this alcohol is going in this body, and we're fucking going." And it could either go off the rails or it could be a shit ton of fun. But I was like, I don't understand that
Isn't that the mind of somebody who had a
at all.
problem? It's either going to go,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
oh, you don't drink anymore.
Like I don't understand it at all. Like it's, and I've talked to a buddy of mine who's also sober who like he's like for real the same way. He's like, dude, his wife like will drink a beer and then be like, I get halfway through it and be like, oh, and like and be done, and then sit down and like gonna eat the rest of dinner. And he's like, so you're not gonna drink the rest of that or the other rest of the six pack and go get more? And she's like, no. I'm like, yeah, mine would be like, why would you buy a six pack of anything? That's like,
Not going to finish
they come in larger quantities, right?
to
What
replace.
kind of wine are you drinking,
Yeah.
McLanahan?
You drinking that? God Almighty!
No, he said he was
Hang on,
doing
I'll be right
mimosas.
back.
I just didn't know what he mixed it with. Like if he's doing prosecco or
Oh
champagne.
God, I am about to get off here in like 10 minutes though, because the girls have been hurting my in-laws
Yeah,
for
but
like
your
a
in-laws, they
while.
love that.
They do, but they've been there for a while. But I think my wife is back home, so they're like it's like lunchtime, so they're ready to do their lunch thing. We try to have quiet time now, but
No,
it does not work at all. Like they not man, you got a 2.5-year-old and a 4-year-old, so which I thought would be like more chill because they're girls, but apparently no one has told them they're girls. They're just wide ass open. I'm sure somebody's going. Well, no one's going to see this podcast anyway, but if someone did, they're like, they can do
that's what
whatever
you
they
can
want. Yeah,
name
yeah,
it.
I get it, but
Isn't the point of the
What?
podcast?
yeah,
Isn't the point of the podcast for people to hear it and watch it?
That's
yeah.
what
Who's going to watch
I
this
think.
shit?
That's what you
Who's going
should
to watch
name
it?
it,
Like us?
Andrew. No one's gonna watch it.
Yeah, no one's going to watch this. There's so many podcast names out there. Like people got like everything. I'm like, man, damn, this is this everybody's got it. Like shit. Like even if I did like two ball bros and one dick, I'm pretty sure somebody's got that. Now they just have to figure out who the dick is. Okay. Oh,
Let me guess.
we started
Two,
with two dinghies and a rowboat. I think is what I said.
two dinghies and a rowboat. I like that one.
Yeah, those one of them's definitely working out. So the other two we could pretend, but like if my neighbor saw one of my old photos, he's like, "You used to work out. You were swole." I was like, "Thanks for pointing that out." And he was, and then no lie, he goes,
He
"Man,"
used
he's
to work
like,
out.
"Were you taller?" And I was like, "Was I taller?"
Were you taller?
Like, what? How does that work? I was like, no, I don't think. Like, I had a little bit of hair, so maybe 2 inches taller, but
Ben, what is that? Your basement?
Yeah, we
dungeon.
It's nice down
Oh,
there. I
thanks,
like that
man. Yeah,
ceiling.
we um
No, oh, he's on
all
the
right.
go.
Nice.
Oh, look at this guy.
Thanks.
Nice setup down there.
Yeah.
Big ass TV in there.
Looked like there'd be a perfect space
Good
back there
ceiling.
for a bourbon cabinet, like huge
Yeah, we haven't
bourbon cabinet.
we still have to put that in. On
Ooh.
Henley's Concord.
Wet
But
bar.
yeah.
Oh damn, you got everything back. Yeah, like I thought this was like
This is where I
your
work
downstairs
out.
where you worked out and shit. Oh, there's the old
Yeah, it used
dungeon.
to.
That's right. Yeah. So then you get done. Then you go
Yeah.
to your little tiki bar over there. And then you got a whole downstairs there. Look at that shit.
No, we
Do
spent
you even
most of
go
our time
upstairs? Or
down
you just
here.
live down there? Down there, yeah. And then
Yeah.
Amy's like, you can come upstairs for a
Right.
little bit.
She allows
Yeah.
him in other parts of the house.
A what?
Wait, do y'all have a cat?
Yeah, we have two
Do you have a
cats.
Because of a
cat?
cat
Two cats and two dogs. Yeah, look at it's a cat step. So yeah.
to the window.
Yeah,
That's
that's
awesome.
my in-law would have, yeah, for sure. So,
Is that where you sleep
yeah,
when Amy
hey.
kicks you out of the
Yeah.
bedroom?
McLanahan, we were talking smack about you earlier. So when you getting your tattoos fixed, man?
I have no idea. Who are you talking to?
You, man. When you getting your tattoos fixed?
What am I going to be fixed? I didn't know they needed fixed.
Can we see the Superman tattoo?
Oh, well, yeah, it's a little thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put a lot of effort into that one. I'm getting ready to actually do something pretty elaborate.
Nice.
My
Oh,
whole
you
arm.
are?
Yeah, I'm going all the way up and down.
Really? Yeah.
I am.
When is this starting?
As soon as I find the correct AI app to draw what I'm looking for.
Gotcha. For those of you who can't see our faces, we are showing our disapproval or non-belief of this ever.
Well, I'm sorry. You know, I
Oh,
don't
no, yeah,
I don't
yeah,
live
totally
next to a
understand
tattoo
that.
parlor where I get free tattoos all the time.
I don't get free tattoos. I
You
spent too much
get
money.
enough of them. It might as well
I am getting one free
be
one.
free.
Well, but
The photography business is going really well, aren't they? I mean, you got Bowser singing Peaches on the back of your thigh. I mean, it's almost like you're desperately looking for a reason to get a tattoo.
yeah, I'm just like, let me see. What else you kids into?
What other shit can I slap on my thigh this week?
And granted,
Or,
it does look
like-
good though. So. Yeah, the tattoo artist did die laughing. She's like, I just love the fact that you're getting peaches tattooed this close to your ass. And I was like, I mean, we can put a peach on my ass if you want. I don't give a shit. It was like, can be worse than what McLanahan's got back there. So
I don't have anything on my ass that you know of.
you don't have a tramp stamp?
Yeah, it says you're welcome.
50-50, I believe that too.
No, sorry, that's Chrissy's.
This is the same guy who I think has a belly button ring.
No, Chrissy has a tramp stamp. It looks like a coaster, and it says "Place beer here," and so it's even got the shading underneath. You know, like a stone
yeah,
coaster
real,
that sits right there.
real, yeah.
It looks real. I mean, it says "Place
I
beer
did
here."
see one on Instagram. It's how they got around the no titty thing or something, and it was a girl, and her tattoo on her like upper back was a tattoo of her breast on the front. I'm like, that is clever. Like somebody did a realism tattoo of your boobie on your back. So when she's doggy, you're just looking at her boob. I'm like, I bet they're not bouncing the same way.
Reverse cowgirl. Maybe if she gained some back fat back there,
Yeah, no,
they would.
who doesn't love some back fat? We'll change the podcast to that.
Isn't that part of the pig that you're
Not a
supposed to
national
eat?
boat club.
This isn't the good part. This is just the back fat.
That's a good name. The back fat. I was going to type that in our group chat. I probably shouldn't text it. I was about to text it to the wrong group. Whoop. Yep. No, that's
That'd
my
be fun.
team. That would not the back fat.
No, I've downloaded the app. I'm going to get it designed, and I'm going
Do
to
you
have it
have a
done this
tattoo
year.
artist?
I just got to find the right place. No, that's just it. I got to find. I
Come
got
to
to find the
Ohio.
right
I know
person
the
to do
guy.
it. Well, I'm sure both of you have a guy. I just don't have a guy in Charlotte.
I'm pretty sure there's a tattoo artist in Charlotte.
I'm sure
Actually,
that there are plenty of tattoo artists in Charlotte. I just need to find the
Actually, my
right
guys
tattoo.
just
One of my
came there.
buddies,
These guys just came to the convention.
a guy that works
Yeah.
with Wes, just went down and spent a week or two at Myrtle Beach, bouncing around, doing work down there.
Yeah. Yeah, they do all the convention shit. That's where Salty Sailor Man has made a ton of their money. They're building their own place now because they've made so much money going to convention shit. They were up in Ohio a while back for a
No one
convention.
comes to Ohio.
He won. They all win a bunch of awards and shit. So, but,
No one comes to Ohio.
yeah.
People leave.
I went to Cincinnati. I had a great time.
When I told him earlier, I was like, "Hey, we're coming to Ohio in August." Ben goes, "On purpose?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Because Sarah's family is still up there, right?
Well, it's like when we flew up a while back to see some of Sarah's family up in Massachusetts or whatever, and I loved it that when we're up there, they didn't understand. Like, it gets me, like, I guess, and I don't travel that much, so I don't know that much, but they didn't understand the weather here, and so she was like, "What is you know, typical weather there. I can't remember how she worded it, but um, I was like, I don't know, like we have almost all seasons. It's mainly summer or fall, pretty much all the time. I was like, we'll get like a month where it's like cold. She's like, what's cold to you? I was like, like, well, cold to me is like 60 or I don't want that shit. But I was like, well, obviously it gets down to like 30 down there sometimes for like a month, 1 month,
Chatting with
and
Andrew and Ben.
she's
Sorry.
standing there in pants, like warm up pants, basically, 2 layers of shirts and a one of those jackets that's like all puffy and bubbly.
Talk
You
to
know what I
Andrew and
mean?
Ben. No.
And she
No,
goes,
everything's
"Oh,
fine.
this is like our typical like weather here." And I looked there, I was like, "This?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I would not want to live somewhere where this is what I have to wear every day." I was like, "She's like, what do you wear every day?" I was like, "I don't know, t-shirt, shorts, and flip flops if I can." Like, what? Oh my god! I was like, "This is what you wear all the time?" She's like, "For the majority of the year." I was like, "No, no, thank you. I'm good. I'm cool." Damn it. It's like I'm ready to go home now. But no, it was fun seeing family up there. It was very
Ohio
sweet, but
sucks.
it's fucking cold.
Well, not all the time, but I mean,
Yeah, man. No.
it's so cold here.
Guardians are good. They beat the Braves last night in the 11th inning. They're looking good this year
The
too.
Guardians.
You don't watch baseball. Hey, how you doing?
She can't hear you. He said hello. How
Oh,
are you?
oh, he's got headphones on.
That's
There we go.
Can you hear
Oh,
her?
this is
Yeah. She has a Rolodex. Who the hell has a Rolodex anymore?
Oh, yeah. Why does she have a Rolodex?
Because she's living in
businessman.
1975.
Oh, wait, my kids are probably gonna walk in any minute and be like, "Daddy," and just go nuts.
Oh, hey, I heard that Ronnie likes chocolate pudding snacks. Why don't you get that tattooed on your ass?
She doesn't like chocolate pudding snacks. I can't get those kids to eat anything, man. Mac and cheese, I could probably do mac and cheese on there.
Well, I
Really
think they
good.
also like Taylor Swift. So why don't
Chocolate
you have
pudding would probably
her
be more
name put on
appropriate
there?
for my ass, but
Yeah. Oh, hey, Daddy, look, Bowser. You want me to get that tattoo? Okay.
yeah, I love these tattoos. They look dope.
Hey, look, strawberry shortcake.
The Mario
I got
one is
you.
probably. Hey, you know what? If they were in a strawberry shortcake, that'd be pretty colors too. I could do that. I could
Did you
do
say
that.
be pretty colors? Is that
Yeah,
why you
pretty
get the
colors.
tattoos because of the
Dude, all
colors?
my stuff are like, I got some good coloring, so they look good. They look good.
Yeah, you
But the
guys make
Mario
it look
one's
bad.
probably a little too high. They will never be able to see that when they grow up. So
Or
I was
want
like,
to.
or want to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It'll look solid though when I'm 70 and they're changing my diapers and shit.
At 70? I
Yeah.
hope it's
Well,
later than that.
no, who knows?
This is a
Dysentery maybe.
severe surfing accident in your future.
Oh
What
God.
made
Yeah.
you decide to do
Um.
like the upper thigh? If you're like,
Well, space. So
And
I
no one
got
will see it unless
so
you
I
want
got
them to.
this one here for where's that shit? Well, anyway, Ronnie up here on my arm with her birthday. That was like the one that was important to me. But then I was like, man, I wish I would have done it in color. How am I going to tie this into something when Izzy finds out her thing? So they had already done the calf, and we still got filler to put in there. But then one of the girls, I think it was, oh yeah, it was this tattoo. I'll show you on here, but it was she had posted this cool flash art. I was like, damn, that looks dope. And I was like, oh, I could get another tattoo. I was like, it looks really good. I would do it. And it was cheap, so I was like, I'll have it put on my thigh. And so I did. And then once you did that, then I saw some of her other flash art. I was like, I'll just do some more and start filling in the thigh. So eventually, this whole leg will be something. So
Have you guys seen those tattoos that are the new trend right now where they look like they're
oh yeah,
patches? Like they're
Wes?
that's
sewn
what his
to.
buddy does. Wes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Is
Oh,
that what he does?
yeah.
Those are awesome, but they look like they would be extremely strenuous to have to
I've
go
I've
through.
not got one from him yet. Um, yeah,
Your
yeah,
buddy
him
shoots
and
good. Yeah.
Thompson both. But he goes, I don't know how many of those he's been doing, but man, they look really good. He also does ones that look like stickers
They
Yeah.
do
that are like part of it's peeling off.
stickers.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah,
Oh, that's
it's
awesome.
Yeah, I imagine. I mean, it's probably just the way the shading's done on it to make it give
yeah.
that effect. So that's what gets you is the shading. The tattoos don't bother me at all. Get them, I surprisingly, but the shading sometimes when he did the shading on this one, like on my front of my shin. Actually, the one on the back of my calf, that one is the only one where I was like, I think I'm gonna need a break for a minute. And he was like, yeah, you've been doing this for 2+ hours. He's like, you can take a break. And like I stood up and the whole table was like covered in sweat. And I was like, whew, that shit felt just weird.
Last time I got a tattoo, I got drunk and took a Vicodin before I went in, so it wasn't.
When was the last time you got a tattoo?
But for me, I swear to God, I thought you said a
it's been
Viagra.
10
And I was like, what kind of tattoo did you get?
Oh, wow.
It's been 10 years.
God.
Longer than that.
Wait, how many tattoos do you have?
3.
Do you? What do you have?
I've got.
Oh, wait, you got some Irish shit, right?
The armband here, and I'm going to
Oh,
tie.
yeah.
What I want to do is tie into this, and it'll kind of come down to here. Anyway, and then I got the Superman S on my back shoulder, and I have
That's where it's at.
another one up here. Yeah,
What's that?
horse head stallion from Rocky.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. The one that looks like a puppy now.
Like a puppy, Italian stallion thing.
Yeah.
I was just looking for an excuse to show off my muscles.
That's true.
I'll tell you, tattoos.
I can't.
That's people are like, oh, how'd you get big? Dude, you just get tattoos, grow a beard, start wearing your kids' shirts. You don't even have to work out. That's why I buy shirts from Amy all the time.
You know, the last time I wore one of Gracie's shirts, I got kicked out of the grocery store. So I don't think it's a good idea that I do that anymore. Sir, this is inappropriate, and you're making a lot of the other patrons very uncomfortable.
This was America.
It
Let's totally make fun.
says Taylor Swift on it. It's got rainbows and unicorns, and clearly too small for you.
It even says the kid's name in the shirt. Like, oh yeah, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got Gracie's initials. That way, if she ever gets lost, they'll know whose shirt it is.
Yeah, dude, I heard something funny that not funny, but like they're talking about like when your kids go out at a big festival, like you take pictures of them that day, but then they said take a picture of their shoes, and I was like, what? They were like, because they've had cases where when kids got taken, people had a change of clothes for the kids, but didn't have different shoes for the kid. So they never thought how they found it was the kid's shoes. And I was like, damn, okay. Not to give other kidnappers a heads up, like bring an extra pair of shoes maybe next time. Like, come on, use your brain.
Well, you put it in their head now. Way to go. You are now single-handedly going to be responsible for missing children across the country.
Yeah, they're going to log into the podcast and be like, hey, I heard some good advice. One of the bald guys said we should bring extra pair of shoes. Like, that's genius right there. That's smart. So I'm not just smart in some areas. I'm smart in all the areas.
I'm going to give bad guys good ideas.
God almighty. You know, the guy contacts me. They're like, sir, we on a podcast. And I'm like, you listen to the podcast? Yeah, we got one listen. Awesome.
We got one. Oh, you're the one. Okay. All right.
Like, don't be excited for that. Like, oh, okay. Sorry.
I told you it wouldn't take long before he starts rooming the name.
Yeah. He's already popping the hat off. He's like,
I know.
Even with his hat on, he's like, just gotta. Are you trying to fit in? You trying to be one of the cool bald guys? Is that what it is?
I don't know if those two words belong.
Absolutely not. No.
I'm gonna ask.
The unfortunate.
No.
Okay.
I desperately need a haircut.
Hey man,
don't be jealous though, because of my lovely locks. I mean, you guys made a choice. Ben actually let his grow real long for a long time.
He did.
Right. Yeah, I didn't even know that I was going bald until I was walking down the beach and I was at a lower elevation than someone taking a picture. And they showed me the picture, like, oh, look how cute you and the boys or something. I was like, why didn't anyone tell me that I was going bald?
Yeah.
This entire time.
Could you not see that in the mirror?
Maybe that was just their like sly way of letting you know. Like, hey, look how cute you are.
In the mirror, no, the mirror's here. The bald was here. Yeah.
Oh, so
I mean, I've got a hell of a widow's peak, but I mean, I can deal with that. Yeah, I mean, that's great. But yeah, the back here was unacceptable.
Oh, my kids are home. You about to hear them run in wide ass open. They're gonna be like, Dad,
where'd they go?
Who are all these people?
Are they in church this morning?
Water. Not what?
I don't know. Somebody made that comment to me the other day. Like, you going to church on Sunday?
Christ.
What are they
I walked
serving?
into a church, it would just burst into flames.
What they serve it? What kind of wine we
They got
working with?
Prosecco?
Yeah, Jesus.
You got any more of those little bread chips? They're actually pretty good. Thanks.
God, did y'all get that shit? That's it to you guys the other day. I need to attach our one buddy, surf buddy, Steven. He's right up y'all's alley with like on the. So I sent some messages to you guys into him, but I told Sarah like one of them's like, imagine your God created a billion hey, beautiful galaxies and is really concerned about your dildo. That's just funny.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's what we should name the
You
podcast.
said hey.
Are you concerned
There
about
it
your
is.
dildo?
That's Ben and that's McLanahan.
Don't rip anal beads too quickly.
Safety third.
Solid.
You don't use them like you're pulling up. You don't do those like you're pulling a lawnmower. You know, kickstart a lawnmower. That's not a mistake you make twice. Don't look at me like that.
Hey,
straight for a week.
Hey, can y'all stand here with mine real quick? I'm gonna go in there and I'll be back. Okay.
So what do you have? What's your mimosa mix there? Oh,
This is just Bailey's and
I
coffee.
thought you're.
I had the mimosa. I had a mimosa this morning.
Don't.
Chrissy's on this kick of freshly squeezed orange juice. Like she goes and buys the big bulk oranges, and then she squeezes them, and then she uses them for mimosas. And she's been like, it's nutritious, it's healthy, it's better for you. I'm like, I'm not gonna argue with you because I like a good mimosa. So okay.
He's like, I like a good alcohol.
And then I was gonna have a Bloody Mary this morning, but apparently she and her father got to the Bloody Mary mix and drank it all before I could have any.
Oh, there we go.
So I've been doing mimosas. This is my fourth Bailey's and coffee, and I've already had a shot of Jack Daniels.
Oh.
That's the kind of day it's going to be.
Do
I'm
you
actually
have
getting ready to
to-
go have some beer.
You
I
go to
plan
work?
tomorrow. Not today.
Oh,
You
you
work
work
from home and
you
it's
work
free
from
Yelp,
home?
right? So. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I don't.
Okay.
This is how I go to work. Some days it's a crapshoot on whether I take a shower.
No.
I'll tell you what. Working from home has ruined my personal hygiene. I mean, ruined it. I'll get up in the morning. I just don't want to take a shower today, and then that'll be like Monday, and like Thursday will roll around, and Chrissy's like,
Oh my
"What's
God.
that smell?"
Yeah.
It's really not that bad, but I take showers at night. Get up, go to work. I don't do anything. I don't leave the house. I
Right.
gotta take another shower for it.
There'll be some days where, like, when I'm working from home, I work 3 days from home, and I won't shower until the afternoon. But I couldn't drive
Sure,
anywhere.
I get it. Sometimes I'll do it on my lunch break.
Yeah, your intake this morning would have me on the floor, I think. If not
Really?
with
That's
That's
my
kind of shocking.
probably my weight would probably save me because I don't typically drink during the week. If I drink, it'll be a couple beers or something. But like if I have more than that, it has to be on Friday because we work out on Sunday.
Because Saturday.
You got a high metabolism, though, man, because
see-
like that when we went out with you for your birthday, when McLanahan couldn't show up because he doesn't love you as much as I do, for your big birthday party, and you were like all
Yeah, I
about
remember
that
that. Swan.
I don't know if you remember that shit or not, but that shit was funny as hell. Dude, I've told people like how much liquor you had. I think you were drinking bourbon
yeah.
then in the cigar shop, and I was like, my God, like, cause you were drinking them and we were drinking, y'all were drinking on the van and shit. And now, granted, like, she's got pretty.
Warren.
Your buddy, what's your neighbor's name again? Hey, I got that shit was funny as hell. But here's the difference too: is like, you drank a lot, and I was like, man, Ben like just gets happier and funnier, happier and funnier. Well, like funnier in the sense like he thinks everything's fucking hilarious and everything's amazing. And I was like, damn, I want to be on Ben's level. He's like so happy right now. I was like, when I would drink back in the day, I don't know that it ever got to that point. It usually went the other way. Which thank God you don't because you're too big for it to go the other way. You're like, but you were never like hammered, unfunctional drunk, like, and you drank a lot. I mean, like, and I was like, damn, he is not like falling asleep or anything. Whereas
it's really salty.
Passing out later, so
I don't think it bothers me as much to like drink on a Sunday because I know I have to go to work on a Monday because if you don't stop drinking, your body never has the chance to detox and feel what it's like to be sober. So if I ever if I ever went like 3 days without drinking, my body would be like, what the fuck?
And that's just science.
I think that might also.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't
That's
looking at it from as a scientist. I
That's
wasn't,
just good,
I
man.
wasn't looking at it from the scientific standpoint that you obviously have taken into account.
Taking a lot of thought and a lot of practice and a lot of trial and error to get to this point. This is not just something you become overnight. You got to involve people in your life that are all about supporting you. And I've married my best friend, so you know.
They're like, so.
It's like, why is it 9:30? We're not drinking
like,
what?
I don't know. I'm never going to find out. I'll never stop. So like, oh well, that might be.
Have you had the Jameson coffee? Yeah,
I have.
Yeah,
it's
I didn't know if you chose Bailey's over that or if you had not had it. But
no, I've had it. I've actually just poured it over ice and had it. I haven't actually mixed it in the coffee. It's a little too strong, I think, for a coffee in the morning. Like Bailey's is like 30 proof. There's nothing to it. But you start mixing Jameson in at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
You can smash a bottle of Bailey's on the way to dropping the kids off to school. It's 30 proof. It's nothing.
It's nothing, man. It's what I give Grayson.
Just heads up, we do not.
She's like, what is this swill?
Alcohol to children. So, little disclaimer there. FBI agent who's definitely watching
we've made this
and listening.
That's my girl.
Yeah, I mean, he's like,
I'll take
this guy teach them how to kidnap kids, and the other ones teach them how to give kids alcohol.
That's probably not a good idea.
I think it might be the first time I ever felt my MacBook actually start to get hot or warm. That's funny. It never. I do so much shit on here. Pornhub. I mean, with editing. That
I just became a gold member.
That I would believe.
You get some cool stuff with that.
How many uploads do you have to make to get gold?
You get all that.
97 a day.
Nice.
I don't have that kind of energy.
He's just got a mini cam underneath his desk, and it's just his junk streaming live.
You know what? That's my OnlyFans page.
That's all sweet.
Wicked Johnny.
My biggest supporters can take one look at that camera underneath the desk and be like, oh, he hasn't showered in a few days.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's Thursday.
We're gonna turn off for today. We'll be back tomorrow.
3 hours on Thursday afternoon.
That's my time.
Oh, hey, since you got the cup right there, man. So, I mean, you jizzed all over about the Deadpool trailer, right?
100%.
You guys
did you
sent
see
it,
man? You don't really watch movies.
You sent it to me.
Oh yeah. You don't really watch movies like or comedy movies like the way we do, right? You kind of like you're like if it's not real guns and stuff.
No, not really. I mean, I don't.
He's so nice.
Well, that's not even it, because I'm
what he's doing.
I'm dorky about like the Predator series and all that, but yeah, we don't have the time to get into movies like that. So.
I'm surprised your boys don't take much more of an affiliation with like all the superhero stuff that Marvel put out.
They're pretty. His kids are active though, man. They're like, I don't really have time.
Well, I mean,
boys,
very
you
well
think
could
they
be
would.
the case. They're just the fact that they don't have time to sit down and watch a whole bunch of Marvel movies. But thanks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but the new trailer though looks super excited for that shit.
I think they're fun. Like I like them. I love the Deadpool movies. I think. What was that? Limoncello?
Yeah. That is what it looked like. Yeah.
What? Tequila.
Well, it's nearly one. It's nearly one. So.
Yeah, it's almost 1 o'clock. I give myself until 12. All that stuff I told you I drank earlier today, it's been done in 46 minutes.
If this was the Two Bears 1K podcast, he would be Bert, 100%.
Yeah,
so he would be like,
you know what? I don't like
a normal
Bert
version. So because Bert Kreischer's
Tom Segura is much funnier than Bert is.
Well, yeah, but first alcoholic. So
He is. Did you know Van Wilder was based off of
Papa
him?
Tom?
what? Where'd that come from?
No, huh?
That sounds like some Google rumor or some shit.
Well, actually, he admitted it in one of his concerts. He said, the
I'm sure
movie,
he was probably taking credit for it. He's like, oh, based off
he
me.
said, well, he said the movie Van Wilder is based off of Burt Kirshner's life in college. And somebody that he went to college with wrote the script for it and based it all off of him. So Van Wilder is kind of accurate. But Burt Kirshner's like, that's my life. I want credit. I want to cut because it's my story. And his agent said, let it go. You're just now starting out in Hollywood. You don't want to have that type of reputation of being a dick. Let it go. So we let it go. But he'll still sit there on shows and tell people that's
like
my
none
life.
of us have had that type of college life before. Yeah, it could be based off my
Van
college
Wilder
life.
was the Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yeah, it was like before
Right.
Ryan Reynolds got big.
Okay.
Yeah.
It actually kind of
Yeah.
pushed him into that. That was a successful movie. It kind of
That
pushed him
rating
into.
probably helped
Yeah.
him, yeah. And then when he got two guys and
That was
a girl
funny.
at
I
a
didn't
pizza
watch
place
that.
or whatever.
See, I think he was doing that show when he was making
Was it?
when he
Oh.
made Van Wilder.
So
That was a good show.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
just
yeah.
became two guys and
Yeah.
a girl, and then just went off.
Yeah. And now this motherfucker owns a football team in
Well,
Wales.
we
Well,
call
he
it
owns a
soccer.
gin company. He owns
Yeah,
a football
Health
team.
company.
He
Keep
owns
saying football.
cellular phone company.
You keep saying football
Huh?
like it's not
Soccer.
soccer.
Soccer. Well, because football here is not really football anyway. It's like, hey, we named the sport that's America. We named the sport called football. Yeah, yeah. Don't use your feet. We use hands. What? Yeah. So why we call it football?
Did you ever figure out how to play
Well, we can.
cricket?
Why not?
Anyone know how to
Fuck
play
you guys.
cricket?
I don't. I've watched it before, and one, it looks not fun and borderline stupid. Like, why would you throw a ball to bounce to then go to hit? That doesn't make like. Are you too lazy to
You
throw
go
it
on
to
for
the
days,
fucking plate?
right?
Like you have to throw it and bounce it. Yeah.
I have
So
no
I
idea.
don't
that
understand how
doesn't
to
sound
play it.
fun
I
at
know
all.
people that know how to play it, but it's like explaining how to play euchre, I think, only worse. Euchre?
What the
I've heard
fuck
about
is
First?
euchre?
I've heard about that.
Oh, okay. It's just,
Yeah.
I think it's an
First
Ohio
of all, it
thing.
sounds
So, wonder of wonders. It's complicated
well.
and mostly unuseful. Yeah, I mean, it's fun,
So,
It's like tennis.
but yeah, it's just a card
so
game.
what's
You
euchre
use like
again?
only
Like,
certain
oh, it's a board
cards out of the
game. Oh.
deck.
No, I've heard that. She's told me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
gotcha. Yeah.
I mean,
There's another game you guys play up there a lot. Hey, honey, what's that other card game that y'all played up there? You
Bridge,
played euchre, and then what else?
spades, blackjack.
Yeah, 100%. She's not listening at all. She's
He's
listening to
not
an
paying the
audible
least
book
bit
right
of
now.
attention to you.
Yeah, she's listening to an audible book.
I
right
stopped
now, so.
listening 38 minutes ago.
God, this guy! I can't believe we invited him on here.
what's
We have so
the
much
what's
fun.
the tequila du
Or
jour?
the Silver Fox.
What? What did you say before the what?
The Silver Fox joined.
Silver Fox. That's right.
You
That's
wanted
what
to
we
hear
can
me
call
say
it.
again.
The Silver Fox and the two dingleberries. That's what we'll call the podcast.
There you go.
This is
okay.
Terramana,
Yeah,
Dwayne
I like it.
Johnson's tequila. Chrissy really likes George Clooney's The Casamigos. That one's really good, but it's like $60 a bottle.
People just be attaching names and shit, just like
Casamigos is pretty good. I like that one.
we'll come out with a tequila, but it's gonna be like 0 proof, and just like
It's called water.
yeah,
Cactus
people
water.
just be chugging it like this shit, like I can drink this and never get sloshed, like solid stuff. Yeah,
So when I was working at the Chop House on Pisgah Church, Andrew would know what Ben doesn't clearly.
bring that up.
I was working at the Chop House, Pisgah Church, and I had a hostess who was Russian. She was like 18 or 19 years old. She was born in the States, but her parents were Russian. So she would go back to Russia once a year for like 3 months. So I told her, I said, when you go back, I said, bring me back an authentic bottle of Russian vodka. And I said, not some shit that I can get at the ABC store. I said, I want something that can only come from Russia. She's like, don't worry, I got you, not a problem. 3 months goes by, she comes back with this bottle and white tea leaves, something, I don't know. Anyway, so I take it out on the boat and I'm mixing it with a Red Bull that day, of course, of all things to mix it with. And I'm like, this tastes like shit. I said, she's fucking with me.
Because you mix it with
So I'm
Red
just
Bull.
adding more to the Red Bull because I can't taste it. I'm like, this is just a fucking joke. And I drink it from the bottle. This is just a fucking waste of time. So about 3/4 of the way into the bottle in about a 3-hour period, it's like a little switch was flipped inside my head that went
How
like,
big was the bottle?
it's time. It was a fifth.
Jesus Christ.
My body was like, it's time to start feeling this vodka. Apparently, it was made with white tea leaves, and it's like $190 bottle of vodka in Russia, and it's like the smoothest, most purest vodka you can ever drink. Which is why I wouldn't taste anything because it was going down like water. But I'll tell you what, once that shit kicked in, Jonathan was over the side of the boat throwing up for the next few hours. It was bad. I raw dogged my wife first, then I threw up on the boat. It was fun. There was people there watching. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Both parts.
And that's when you knew, I don't have an alcohol problem. I should just keep drinking. Just
How long ago that was? God, that was like
vodka
15 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Google. Yeah. Google that while we're on the podcast. See if the FBI is like, are they looking up Russian shit right now? Like, these guys are.
You're going to get canceled before TikTok.
Oh, shit. I just saw that too, man. They're really trying to. That's hilarious. They're really trying to ban it. Like, that's good luck, guys. Let's focus on banning a social media platform. And also, while we're at it, let's not focus on the issue that the women of the country, it's like apparently going back to the 1700s. Well, they've been to the bathroom. Is that your dog?
Yeah, those are my dogs. Yeah, he went to the bathroom. Thank God.
I can still hear you guys.
Nobody wants to watch that.
Yeah, no.
He's probably hung like a fucking horse too.
Yeah. He's like, well, I mean, with the PEDs, it's probably shrunk a
Lovely.
little bit, so it's probably.
Yeah, no, I'm getting a or my charging cable.
Oh yeah, it's got. Well, I got to sign off here anyway, man. I gotta go do.
You got what?
I'm about to sign off anyway. I gotta do lunch anyway, and probably do some sort of work. So.
I think I'm gonna go lay by the pool.
Yeah, you're definitely passing out today. I like the shirt though, man. Looks good.
Thanks.
Perfect.
I got
Okay,
paint
oh,
on
it's
it.
our hat too. Nice.
Huh?
That's the hat too. It's the logo hat, isn't it?
Yeah, I like this hat. I wore it to the concert last night.
That concert was a blast, man.
Concert was fun, man. It was Zach Brown, Kenny Chesney. Uncle Cracker came out and sang a few songs with Kenny Chesney. That was cool.
Nice.
But I'll tell you what, man, Kenny Chesney's got he puts on a pretty good show. He's got some serious energy. You can just tell he just loves being out there doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
He was kicking ass. He's also as gay as the day is long, but nothing.
Have you ever heard of Corey?
Oh, Kenny Chesney is
Corey Smith.
100% gay. What?
Corey Smith.
Who?
He's
no.
He's a country singer. No, he's got a song called "If That's Country," something. But he mentions Kenny Chesney in it, and he's like, "What a fucking hypocrite." Yeah, he doesn't like him.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. And
know.
everybody's going to be like, "Who's this country artist?" Like, we don't know. Who's Kenny Chesney? Like, everybody knows who Kenny Chesney is. They're like,
Kenny Chesney's been around for a long time.
Oh yeah. I can't believe how long he's been around. But that's when I realized how old I've gotten now, and I'm like, that's sad.
Are you going down to the beach this year, Jonathan?
Oh no, my dogs are. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was actually talking to Chrissy about that last night because Andrew asked if I was coming down, and if we do, we probably will. We'll probably just shoot for like the August.
I'm taking Henley
usually.
Huh?
Because we're actually going to Folly.
Yeah.
Oh, you are? We're actually going to Folly Beach in 2 weeks. We're going to go there because...
You go to Folly Beach?
Yeah, we're going to go to Folly Beach for our anniversary. And then we were talking about coming back down to Ocean Isle.
I'll be down there, I think, with Henley the 3rd through the 11th. August.
Of what?
Yeah.
Of August? Okay.
Yeah. We may have to adjust it a little bit because Jackson started football, and I think he's got a scrimmage one of those weekends. So, but yeah, we'll be down there. Just me and the youngest.
Yeah, we haven't nailed down a time. We haven't nailed down a time yet, but yeah, it would be awesome if we could work.
Yeah, we could have Andrew rent a boat again.
We'll all be there together. But I just don't.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, she just texted me. Apparently,
That was
we're
fun,
going to be
actually.
in Ohio
First to fifth.
August 1st through the 5th.
Third
Yeah.
or fourth.
But
Yeah.
you're not leaving till when? The 4th?
Supposed to. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see you like the first or second day. So yeah.
Are you driving or are you flying?
We're flying. We ain't driving that shit. Jesus Christ. 13
Like
hours,
9.5
11 hours or some crazy shit.
Oh yeah, no,
Hop on
I would.
Spirit, be there
I mean,
in
you've
2
driven
hours.
it before.
Yes, without kids. And I didn't like it then either. So
I'm trying to get Chrissy to go to Mississippi this summer, and she don't want to do it.
hop on Spirit, man, costs us like what? $95 a person. Oh damn it. Hold on. She's gonna hear all that shit. That'd be funny. There we go. $95 a person and be there in 2 hours. Like
Well, yeah, the convenience of it is, of course,
shit.
much more
Yeah.
appealing. I'd
That's
rather
what we did in
drive, to be honest with
Massachusetts.
you.
We
I
just
enjoy
flew up
driving.
there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which also I'm like when we were up in Mass and I got on like all the roads up there, we landed up in like Boston. I was like, man, I'm glad I live down here. There's way too many people and way too many cars up
Yeah.
there. Like Jesus Christ. Like and just trash every fucking where. Like
Fucking
we're driving down and they're like, hey, there's the baseball field right there. And I was like, oh, and it looked industrial but kind of pretty. And then we looked to the right and there's like chain link fence and just garbage like 4 feet high, like for miles. And I was like, yeah, this sucks. I would not want to be here, but
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
And Ben, where exactly in
East of
Ohio are you?
Columbus, so we're central, but yeah. Blacklick,
You're Blacklick,
Hanover,
right?
Emmitsburg. Huh?
Blacklick, Ohio.
Blacklick, yeah.
That's the name of the area, Blacklick. Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. I mean, we're close enough to downtown. I mean, there's enough for us to do around here that we like it.
Cool.
But
Yeah, I like Ryan too. I'm 20 miles away from downtown Charlotte, so anything that comes there is just an easy trip to get to, convenient, but I don't have to deal with all that city
right,
crap,
like
traffic wise.
I'm
Yeah.
20-minute drive to my, where I park for work, and that's right downtown. So,
That's good.
yeah, and there's a
Downtown
lot to do
Columbus.
down there.
Gotcha.
We got a lot going on, but we don't really do it. There's enough out in this area. All we really want is food. Yeah, right.
Food, yeah. Yeah,
Right?
so I need some good
What are
restaurants.
you off to? Or you going to prom or something? Or
Yeah, I got soft here
talking
anyway,
to
man. I
Andrew
gotta
and
go
Jonathan? You
do
want that,
lunch and
Andrew?
hang out.
Yep, I'm gonna go
Thanks,
do the
Jackson.
same thing.
Is that Jax? What's up, Jack? What's up, big dude? How you doing, man? What's up, man? What my dog's doing? Cool, man. Well, how do we sign off on this? We go like
I think
anchors
you just hit
away.
how do we sign off? I don't know.
Yeah,
You hit
not
the little
Instagram,
red
but
hang up button. That's usually how it works. Aren't you supposed to be some like tech guy?
yeah. Oh, I know how to do that. Yeah, I just meant like our sign off. We go like anchors
Stay
away.
I
classy,
should wear that
CZ,
shirt
whatever.
today.
No, that sounds no. You're
No.
Or what if we say like, hey, we glad McLanahan made it. So,
Well, every day could be a different sign off, or we could South Park it and be like, "You killed Kenny," or whatever you want.
oh yeah, that's good. Or let me see. There's probably like another clever way to do it. Let's see.